I wonder which viewer and listener is sitting down in their chair right now and thinking that that can't be me, that I can't turn this business into that level of profitability in 2 years, 5 years, 7 years. But Mr. Walters did. And he's saying to you, if you have that belief, no time, God will push you to the next level.
Master Coach Apostle Courtney McLean and Business Coach Zidane Simister are powered up to share their expertise on the business end.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, viewers and listeners. Here is another episode of The Business End. And here on The Business End, we provide real and practical solutions to advance businesses by speaking with experts in the field and existing entrepreneurs. We have today in studio Mr. Owen Walters. Now, he's the founder and CEO of Bullspraw Motors Limited. He has navigated an extraordinary path from his roots in Spanish Town to becoming a successful business owner. He has dedicated over 32 years of service to the Jamaica Defence Force, where he developed his discipline and leadership. Now, he's used those skills as he's transitioned into the world of business, where he has operated several businesses, such as restaurants, car wash, among others. Now, he has been, give his life to the Lord. So now his life is now purpose-driven, God-driven purpose. He has now decided to lead and focus solely on Bullspraw Motors Limited. It's a testament to his resilience and vision. Now his story is more about business, but it's also about overcoming challenges, embracing change and leaving a legacy. Now he's a father of 7. Now, this is a man that grew up without his biological parents, but he has fathered 7, and he brings his uniqueness perspective to the table. He has decided to embark on a journey of business, and now we are here to speak to him to see what he has in store for his business and beyond. Join us in welcoming Mr. Owen Walters. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you, sir, and thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you, sir, and I must say, I find the whole business of the fact that you grew up without your biological parents, yet still you are a man of God and a man that is a father, fathering 7 children. How does that feel for you, sir?
Well, it's a great feeling, first and foremost. Growing up without biological parents was actually a plus for me and my son. Hard to swallow, but it is. I grew up with 2 strangers.
Yes.
Miss Anita White and Mr. Leslie White.
Yes.
God bless your soul.
Yes.
In your grave. Those 2 people really have a major impact on my life.
Yes.
Growing up in Spanish Town, it was rough.
Yes.
But not hard.
Yes.
If you notice, when you get maths, it is difficult.
Yes.
And it is hard.
Yes.
On the other side, it's not rough. But on my side, it was rough, but not hard. Because food was the most appreciated commodity back then. And I would say that I have that.
Yes.
But certain opportunity, like to excel in school and go to college and all these things, I didn't. But as I said, it was a plus for me because I learned discipline.
Yeah.
I learned how to hold my own and to be a man.
Yes.
And I think that is what molded and shaped me into the person that I am today.
Yes, and I'm certain that that level of discipline is what you would have had brought into your own business ventures in terms of different businesses that you would have been embarked on. Now tell us, you would have spent 32 years in the Jamaica Defence Force. Now that is an institution of discipline. So what motivated you to transition to full-time business world, and how did that military experience help you in terms of your business journey?
Well, for me, in the military, it was like a college that I've never been to. It teaches you all the necessary things that you would want to equip yourself with as a young man entering into the world. Now, I would like to share something with you before we move on to the whole Good question.
Yes.
When I found out that I am a man,
Yes.
is when I was told that a lady friend of mine was, and if as a boy in the community, you didn't have much purpose then in the eyes of people.
Yes.
So I decided to join the army.
Yes.
So I even the lady that was pregnant at the time didn't know that I had gone to join the military.
Yeah.
In 6 months' time,
Yes.
they saw me return
Yes.
in uniform.
Yes.
And I was praised and all these things.
Yeah.
So, from there, I know that I have to give people what they're looking for from me, including my family.
Yes.
But while serving in the JDF, it teaches me a lot of things. That first thing is discipline, as you said, and that is what the key thing that the army really expect of you as a person. But in the military, when you start to make rank, you have to now look on the outside, because you can be implicated.
Yes.
And what you don't want is to move from a military person to a street sweeper. No offense to the street sweeper.
Yes.
But when you sit in a big chair, you don't want to go down.
Yes.
So I started to look around, and that is how I ventured into business.
Yes.
So I would take on the challenges if I hear of that shop over there, and the reason why it closed is because of war in the community.
Yes.
I would be the first man to
Yes.
give a raise of hand to say, I'll take it.
Yes.
And with what I bring to the community, the value that I bring to the community, I have a large amount of respect.
Yeah.
So I could operate those businesses
Yeah.
without being interfered with.
Yes.
Right. So there where I stepped my first step in 2003. I own a bar called Iriting.
Yes.
Then I move on to Golden Touch. This is a complex with restaurants and bar and car wash.
Yes.
And I took over Golden Touch, and that is what helped me to propel my kids through school, having given them a proper education, and to run the house, so to speak. But all in all, the JDF was really my toe of strength going forward, and God always in my mix.
Yeah.
I always put my trust in that man.
So if we were to summarize then, your venture into business is really a situation in which opportunity met a drive and met a vision.
Yes.
So the various opportunities that came to you because there was a need for somebody to come and stabilize the business.
Yes.
Come and integrally involved because of the community respect that you command. Yes. And of course your military training. You were able to purchase some of these businesses and get into these businesses by not being concerned about the external factors that were negative external factors. So you were able to manage it properly. So I want to encourage a viewer and a listener that sometimes in the midst of chaos, in the midst of a challenge, in the midst of a doubt, there may be an opportunity for you, given your own perspective, your personality, your wits, your strengths, and your strengths may be able to weather the concerns that surround a particular area of uprise and turmoil. Now, in terms of your starting your business, Bullspraw Motors Limited, what were some of the early challenges that you faced in establishing a company?
Well, my first starting out in Bullspraw, I have some hiccups.
Yes.
Because how I ended up with Bullspraw Motor is that I decided to, my last daughter at the time in college had finished.
Yes.
And the school fee was released from my pocket.
Yes.
So I didn't have to pay any college tuition. So I told myself I was going to buy myself a brand new car.
Yes.
So I went on the site and I look up some company, and look at a long story short, I made a purchase.
Yes.
I was encouraged not to because scamming and all of that, but I don't really see life like that.
Yeah.
If I'm going, I'm going.
Yeah.
And if I'm not, I'm not.
Yeah.
So I went and I made the purchase. Took some time to get the car because Japan was on a thing they call Golden Week.
Yes.
So that took some time, and I couldn't hear from the supplier. And I was a little bit concerned at the time because, you send your money, gone to another country, and you're not hearing anything. But I waited and waited and waited until I finally get the car.
Yes.
But the wait teaches me the game.
Yes.
So out of evil becomes good.
Yes.
So waiting for so long, I got to speak with many other suppliers, asking them for advice because I wasn't hearing from my supply manager. And I'm learning the game whilst doing so.
Yes.
So when the car get here, I decided to walk for a few months.
Yes.
So I sold that car.
Yes.
And purchased 2 small cars.
Yes.
And whilst walking, bigger drive now and then,
Yes.
I flipped those 2 cars and turned 3 cars, turned 4 cars until...
I know you have Bullspraw
Yes.
Motor Limited. So viewers and listeners, I like this story because this story teaches us that when you have a business idea, there's 2 approaches. There could be a top-down approach to evaluating your business idea. It could be a bottom-up approach to analyze or see the feasibility of that business idea. Now, he has a need for a vehicle. So his need was individual at first. What he did was he says, I'm going to import the car. So he is evaluating a business idea from an individual standpoint for bottom-up approach. He then decided that I'm not going to keep this car. I'm going to flip this car. Because other persons is demanding the same car that I've just purchased. And what he has done is to make that one car, that one flip, into 3 flips, into 4 flips, and now it will blossom into a business. That is how you evaluate a business idea, a feasibility analysis from a bottom-up approach. Because he has decided that if he has the need internally, on an individual basis, he can then find other persons with a similar need that he wants to satisfy. And of course, your top-down approach, just for our viewers and listeners, is that when you look on the wider scale of what the global market wants, and you satisfy that need from the macro level of the community, of the country, and then you drill down into individual target markets. Now, I must say to you, we applaud you for your venture in going into business and decided to seek and seize the opportunity. Now, I'm sure you've made mention that you would have had other businesses. What are some of the lessons you learned from those other businesses, and how did you incorporate those lessons into your Bullspraw Motors Limited?
One of the key things that I learned is that you can't place your mind on what you're going to lose in business. I mean, if you focus on what you're going to lose, you never strive.
Yes.
Because you will always tell yourself that somebody is going to cheat you out of your rightful earnings,
yes,
or this is not going to work, and all these things. So you have to enter with a positive mindset.
Yes.
To say that this is what I'm going into, and I'm going to put my heart and my soul in it. And then you have to be passionate about it as well. So other businesses that I've done, I mean, I didn't have the time per se to manage all of them.
Yes.
So I have to have people, giving a hand here and there. And as a matter of fact, the businesses were young, so I couldn't afford to pay a supervisor.
Yes.
But, old-time stories say, "And go pack it come."
Yes.
So you would bless a little man with a little thing, and
yes,
he would have your business at heart.
Yes.
So even if you're not there when you run out of supply, he would make it be his point of duty,
yes,
to fetch whatever is needed. So for example, the restaurant, the bar, whatever goods run short, he would have your back.
Yeah.
So in short term, you just have to be passionate about what you do, and when you start doing it, you have to make your priority comes first.
Yes.
Yes.
And so those lessons you would have incorporated now inside of your business that you're focusing on, which is the Bullspraw Motor Limited. And I'm sure you would have seen your business profit from those lessons. So now you would have your different layers of organizational structure where you now have persons being delegated different tasks, which you would have explained to me a while back. That now you have your structure, and your structure is now giving your business the efficiency and the platform to grow. So we will encourage our viewers and listeners that you can start by not having the formal structure of having the different delegation to various tasks and job specifications. But what you want to do is you want to evolve and continue to grow. And as you grow, you put in those structures, such as what Bullspraw Motor Limited has done. But let's shift it a bit, Mr. Walters. We were talking earlier, and you said you're very proud of your daughter. She has done well.
Yes.
She has done well in the subjects, and now she is elated, and now the future looks bright for her. But as a father of 7, how do you manage business and ensuring that the family is all taken care of? You know, your daughter is excelling in school, and now she's gloating at this moment. This afternoon she's gloating. Yes. How do you help manage to balance that?
Well, you know, as a military man, time is very limited.
Yes.
But you have to make time for yourself.
Yes.
So with the family, I had a good team.
Yes.
The children, mom, I must raise hats to her. She really did a good job in my absence.
Yes.
Because back then, when my kids were younger, I used to travel a lot.
Yes.
Because I used to attend a lot of overseas courses.
Yes.
But as I said, the team that was back home was tightly knitted.
Yeah.
And as I can say that the mom did a good job. But for me, I ensure at all times that the house have what it's supposed to have.
Yeah.
So wherever I'm at in the world, once the 25th strike into the 26th, the butter will be going over.
The butter will be going over. Yes. For the bread.
Yes.
All right. So we applaud you, sir. But I would like to take the time out to point out that in running businesses and where the business may demand your time, and to have a great balance of the personal life and your business, you need a good team. You need a good team at your business, you need a good team at home. He made mention of the children's mother and other family members, which would have been playing a key part in ensuring that the children were being taken care of. He provided the finances, but I'm sure the other team members provided the support that was needed. And at the business place, you need good persons so that you can delegate to, and they will run with your vision, feel your vision, and push your business forward. Now, you made mention that your faith, your belief in God. God is at the center. This would have encouraged you. This would have been the center of your success. We owe it all to God. Now, I want to ask you, how has your faith helped in terms of pushing your business into the next level?
I must say my faith really is the substance of pushing the business, because you know that in business, you will bounce upon all types of people from all walks of life.
Yeah.
And especially in my nature of business, you will find things that you feel that it is unjust and unfair.
Yes.
But your Christianity would allow you to approach some things differently.
Yeah.
And I must share a little thing with you. Back some years ago, my pastor asked of me to purchase a vehicle for him.
Yes.
And I purchased a vehicle. The vehicle came, and custom didn't really accept the declaration.
Yes, yes.
So they did their own assessment and marked it up over $100,000.
Yeah.
And he, you know that you have a vehicle coming to the island, you want your vehicle.
Yeah.
So he was saying to me that let's just pay the funds and all of that. And I said, no, I have a reputation down there to protect.
Yes.
One. So I said to him that we're going to put our faith into this thing.
Yes.
And 2, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, nothing. And then he get really concerned now to say, okay, let's pay the money.
Yeah.
And I said to him that, you know, you should be the one exercising the faith that I am exercising.
Yes.
And he said, okay. And the very next day,
yes,
the broker called me to tell me that the markup has been lifted.
Yes.
And then when I called him to tell him the good news,
yes,
I mean, who would it be?
But God.
It must be.
Yes.
It must be. So, I mean, Christianity for me is really the last stop in life.
Yeah.
Because God can't fail us, unless we fail God.
Yes.
And I told him years ago, I went on an assignment in my job, and I said, Lord, if you bring me through this one,
yes,
that's it.
You turn over.
Yes.
And you have surrendered.
Yes.
And now you're serving God.
7 years.
And now He is serving you.
Yes.
Through partnership with your business. And
Yes.
now your business is growing.
Growing.
You know, I want a viewer and a listener to understand what that partnership means. You flow over it so smoothly, but I want you to speak to that viewer and that listener to understand that sometimes in business, it's not by your might. It's not how many persons you market to.
Right.
Sometimes you have to have God in your corner
Must.
in order to make that business forward. If there's a viewer and a listener listening right now, and he or she doesn't have that faith that your pastor didn't exercise in the moment, because I'm
Yes.
sure his faith is extremely
Yes.
high,
Yes.
but he didn't exercise in that moment, and there may be a viewer and a listener right now that does not have that level of faith, that super faith. I want you to speak to that person right now in a sentence or two. Just tell them why they must partner with God in their business.
I mean, we cannot see around the corner.
Yes.
He can.
Yes.
We cannot walk through the fire barefooted, but He
Yes.
can propel us through it.
Yes.
So faith is not something that you would hold around the corner to really say, I am exercising my faith.
Yes.
It's more a belief
Yes.
this is going to happen. It said it's the
Yes.
substance of things
Yes.
hoped for.
Not see.
So something that you can't see,
Yes.
you're believing that it's going to happen.
Yes.
So for you to believe in God and say that He's going to take you through something, then it takes your faith
Yes.
deep down
Yes.
to come forward to say, look, I am putting God first
Yes.
and let Him do the job for me.
And it takes away all worry and
Yes.
all concern, because you know, if you believe in that without this unwavering faith, there's no doubt in your mind. You're saying once you speak that over your life, it will happen in your business. It shall happen in your business. So I want to encourage a viewer and a listener to have that faith in your business. Have that faith in God and watch your business go forward. Now, I'm sure you would have had many wins in your time in business. Let's care to highlight one or two of those wins that would have made you feel good about entering into business.
I would say where I'm at now.
Yes.
I didn't vision myself at this point. Not that I wouldn't get there,
Yes.
but with the few steps that I've made
Yes.
to reach here,
Yes.
I didn't see it forthcoming with this speed.
Yes.
But I know for sure that
Yes.
I would have gotten there somehow,
Yes.
and I am looking forward to surpass here
Yes.
and go further.
And go further.
Yes, very far too.
Yeah. So and we applaud you, and we encourage you, and we know with that level of faith that you made mention of, I'm certain that your business will go to the next level, and the best is yet to come.
Yes.
Because what is written with Owen Walters' name on it, I certainly as an Mr. can't claim it. You have to claim it.
Yes.
You have to take it, and God have that in store for you. So we want to encourage a viewer and a listener to say that what Mr. Walters is saying is that he did not envision his business reaching this level of success so soon. I wonder which viewer and listener is sitting down in their chair right now and thinking that that can't be me, that I can't turn this business into that level of profitability in 2 years, 5 years, 7 years. But Mr. Walters did. And he's saying to you, if you have that belief, no time, God will push you to the next level. So, based on your experience, Mr. Walters, how would you encourage an aspiring entrepreneur to start that journey? What sort of advice would you give them that you haven't said as yet, that would encourage them in order to make them make that step in starting their business and moving to the next level?
Well, for those who already started,
yes,
I would say continue to plant.
Yes.
Because the reaping day is around the corner.
Yes.
And for those who are not yet started,
yes,
get started.
Yes.
Put your faith in it,
yes,
put some passion in it,
yes,
and you will be successful.
So they don't need to worry about the other businesses that has gone before and failed. They just need to just put it forward.
Yes.
Make the first step.
Yes.
Build the plane while flying.
Yes.
Go ahead and put the first foot out.
Keep planting.
Keep planting. Plant that leg and plant the other leg and
yes,
just keep moving forward.
Quite so.
That's excellent advice. Excellent advice. So, Mr. Walters, what the future holds for you with Bullspraw Motors Limited?
To be like ATL.
Or even better than an ATL?
Yes. To be like an ATL or better.
Better than an ATL?
Yes. Yes.
And some of the plans that you have in place to ensure that if you care to mention one or two, if you could.
Well, I'm looking down the road of partnership.
Yes.
You know, partnering with somebody who
yes,
might have a vision that they want to put forward,
yes,
and who want to invest
yes,
also. So we would put two heads together. That
yes,
is better than one.
Yes.
So my view is to really get broad with others.
Yes.
So when we soar together.
Yes.
And sky's the limit.
Yes, so if I hear you correctly, Mr. Walters is saying the future looks bright. He wants to take his Bullspraw Motor Limited to the heights of the very best within the industry. And he says that he wants to do that through strategic partnerships of persons with like minds and, of course, the financial backing to take it on to the next level. So where and how can persons find you?
Well, I'm in Spanish Town, Greendale, at the corner of Essex Drive and Fernita Boulevard.
Yes.
And I can be contacted at 393-4692.
Yes, it's a pleasure to have you, sir, and I'm sure our viewers and listeners will be inspired and, of course, edified by your journey and, of course, your bit to motivate them to make that step. You're a man of faith, you're a man of God, and I'm sure the viewers and listeners will be, hearing from you and seeing that they can do it with the help of God to move their business forward. We want to thank you, and certainly we are here in the Business End is very, very delighted to have had our inspiring conversation with Mr. Owen Walters from Bullspraw Motors Limited. Now, we want to encourage our viewers and listeners to contact us, share a question, interact with us at the Business End Show on our Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and TikTok. And like I always said, week after week, you are the Business End Show tribe. That means you are the best. So continue to be your increasing best. Thank you.
Master Coach Apostle Courtney McLean and Business Coach Zidane Sinister are powered up to share their expertise on the business end. But don't forget to tell a friend or a colleague. And of course, have your tools on hand, your notebook and your pen. Classes are in session every Tuesday, 3:30 on Gospel JA for the business end. Master Coach Apostle Courtney McLean and Business Coach Zidane Sinister await you.